What's shaking, Chew Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 18 State of the Market video. And I guess this is the first of its kind. I talked about this in my most recent video, but I want to do videos like this where I talk about the market, talk about some sniping, what prices are going for, my takes on that and such. If you like that, that's awesome. Let me know in the comments down below. So as you see on the screen, we have like an 87 overall, but we're doing solos. So the first thing is you got the Mike Vick. I've been working on that. As you see, I'm getting there. The rushing yards are definitely going to take a while, but if you're playing on arcade, they don't take too long. So you can definitely get those without too much difficulty. The rest of this is pretty easy. I mean, you can do it easily in a game, and a half a game even, because it's on arcade. So that's not too bad. I am getting close to Master. I have about 18,000 passing yards, and then the rest of that will be done by the time I get my passing yards done. Now, I did mention this in many previous videos, and I continue to mention this. This will be the big thing about, okay, so Mike Vick is out. When it comes to sniping, a big thing is sets. They definitely play a big role in sniping and pricing in the market. So when it comes to sets, the biggest one is the flashback set, which requires 2 elite tokens, which is a big deal because you guys know this because it's been out for a while. To do that, you need 3 82 to 83s, 4 80 to 81s. I don't know why I said it like that, and 1 84 to 85. But this set does end on Monday, October 2nd. We'll see what the new requirements are, but this is going to be, this set right here will tell a lot about the market. This kind of stabilized all these prices, pretty much, which makes it really easy for sniping. If you don't know your prices, it's super easy. We'll see what the new set is come Monday, October 2nd. We're going to need to watch out for that. Definitely look out on that. That's going to help you determine what to look out for on the next sniping. I'm assuming I don't know what they're going to do with that. So there's that. So when we go to the auction house, so like I said, this is going to be the state of the market. So I'm going to talk about the market, cards that are super cheap, cards to snipe, and such forth in these videos. So the first things first is let's talk about the cards to snipe. So when it comes to this, I've talked about this method a lot. Because of these flashback sets, you can basically figure out pretty quickly what these cards go for. So 80 to 81s, they all kind of go for the same price. It looks pretty easy that you can sell these for about 6,000. I mean, these have 8 minutes left. None of these are close to expiring. This one is 5 minutes left. I'm sure that will sell. So these cards look pretty easy to sell. So 7,500 is definitely too expensive. Around 6 to 6,500, probably pretty much 100% of the time. You can figure that out simply by just going to 80, 81, not doing any filter at all besides that. It's really simple. So that's about what they're going for right now. And that hasn't changed much since Michael Vick's come out. That's actually what it was going for yesterday. So that's interesting. Those did not move at all. 82 to 83s also have actually moved up, it looks like. They were selling for 11,000 at maximum yesterday, and now they've went up, and it looks like clearly you can sell them for 12, maybe 13,000 coins right now. It's super easy to figure out what you sell these for. And so like you could simply just go into a chemistry, pound the rock, go to buy now. You see one for 9,500, and you can go ahead and buy this. Really easy. Sell it for 12.5, sell it for 13, and just like that, you made some nice, easy couple K. It's super easy to make coins. So making coins is not hard. It just depends on what kind of style you like. For me, this is pretty nice because it's really reliable. You can go to this as much as you want, and you can keep getting those for that price. It's really easy to figure out the prices. Like I said, I could even buy more because I can easily make, plenty of coins there. So 12,750. This Witten will probably sell. Like I said, 12. You don't see any at 12.5. So 12.5 is 100%, pretty much guaranteed, I would say, to sell. If you want to go a little cheaper, maybe 12. Just to make sure it sells. That makes sense. But I think this Witten probably will sell at that price. You got another bid there. You get some more bids. We'll see if it sells. I think it might sell before it expires, but we're going to go ahead. Oh, there we go. It already sold. So you see 12,750, it will sell. Now, the interesting thing is 84 to 85s have plummeted. When plummeted, I mean they've all fallen. I think all about like 50% of their price. They've fallen quite a lot. Yesterday, they were selling for like 18K. They've dropped as much. I mean, 50%. I mean, they haven't obviously dropped to like 9K, but a lot of the higher 84 to 85s have fallen quite a lot. The cheapest ones are, you see, this one didn't even sell at 15,000. This Cameron Hayward were selling for close to 20,000. So that's a nice 25% reduction at least just on those. So these had a really big impact. I don't know what, I think it was the fantasy packs. I think they had like a guarantee, 84 or better in there. So these cards have plummeted. So you see that. So this is, you see a Barry Church sell for 16. The 85s still sell for a little bit more, but all the 84s generally sell for, yeah, about 14K. The 85s will depend on the price, but they'll probably sell for about 16 or a little bit more for all the 85s. Wilkerson, we'll see if he sells. But it's basically all the same price on the 84 to 85s. So that's interesting. Of course, you don't want to use this filter. You need to do a different filter. Just go by chemistry is really good. Do something else. You can just keep going through and try to find a good deal there, knowing you can sell them for about $14,000 at the bare minimum. You're not going to make a whole lot on Phillip Rivers there, but yeah, you can just go through this. It's super easy to make coins, like I said. It's not hard, but yeah, you can just go through the chemistries, hopefully find some good deals, and it is pretty straightforward there. Now, when you look at the rest of the cards, so 86 to 87. 23.5 for Reggie White. These have definitely fallen a little bit. Not too much of a shake-up there, though. I don't really see anything that's dropped too significantly in the 86 to 87. 88 to 89s, we definitely see a drop-off here in Cam Newton, which is, a very, Cam Newton, a better Michael Vick. He's down to 80. Michael Vick is a better Cam Newton. Cam Newton's down to 80. When yesterday I sold him for, I think, 114, 115, somewhere around there. So obviously Cam Newton got a huge reduction in price. Hopefully you sold him. If you did, that's great. Let's look at other cards. Murray at 63. Not much change there. He's been around that price for a while. Maybe a little bit lower, but I was selling mine a couple days ago for about 75, but not too much of a movement. DeMarco's down to 70, which is pretty nice. I've seen him as low as 60. So that's definitely a reduction there. And you see McCoy's actually, I've seen him as low as 100. So not much of a shakeup. The flashback cards are super cheap. That makes me think that people are doing, the Murray hasn't moved much, but the Cam Newton probably has a lot to do with Michael Vick. A lot of the flashback cards have fallen a little bit because these 84, 85 elites are being pulled a lot. So that makes sense why they've fallen so much. When we look at 88 to 89s, again, I'm at wide receivers, just a skill position that people are interested in. Brandon Cooks at 200, definitely pretty cheap for that caliber of wide receiver. You look at it, 91 speed is top end at this stage in MUT, besides Michael Vick. So that's pretty awesome, 91 speed. Anytime you get that with all those other catching stats, he definitely is a receiver that many players are using because of that. When you compare him to, who would you? T.Y. Hilton. Who also has 91, obviously is a little bit better card, but T.Y. Hilton is definitely interesting. Down to 560, but you see he has 92 route running, which he has that threshold, but again, he's fallen a little bit. Chris Carter at 557, which is a pretty good price there, I think. I'm not going to buy him because I don't want him, even though he's a beast. Julian Edelman under 150. So receivers have definitely fallen a little bit. But what hasn't happened is the top-end players have not moved much at all. Chris Harris Jr. hasn't moved much at all. The high-end cards just haven't moved, even with the Michael Vick coming out. I don't really see too much change, honestly, from today and yesterday. From a day of auction house, people opening up a bunch of packs, the market hasn't really shifted that much. The only thing I see is the 84 to 85s have really fallen. That's about it. You see Chris Harris still going for almost $1 million. Yesterday, the cheapest one I saw was like 1.2. So maybe you could say he's fallen a little bit, but he's worth $1 million. I think it was just the time I was looking. But, you see these cards, I don't really see too much movement because I don't think they're really being pulled at all. Much, if anybody's pulling these. So, Warren Moon at 450, that's okay. Derek Carr at 436 has fallen a little bit. But really, these cards haven't really moved, I feel like. And we're still waiting, I think, for something. I don't know why they corner again. We're waiting for a big drop in content, which we probably won't see that till Halloween, that will really lower these prices. Geno Atkins, I just bought him yesterday for $200. He hasn't moved. So these 90 plus, they just haven't moved, and I think it just has to do with the pack odds being so bad that there hasn't been much movement at all. Of course, they have went down a little bit as more people are opening up packs, but you don't really see, these prices are still ridiculous. I find them to be quite crazy how ridiculous they are with these packs. So I don't know what you guys think with the prices right now. Obviously, we need a shakeup. We need something to fall, content to drop, to make it where we're seeing these prices go down. Because right now, even with my 3.4 million, you throw in Chris Harris Jr., you throw in Richard Sherman, you throw in maybe Aqib Talib, Earl Thomas, to get those 91 zones. If you want an elite team, then you're out of coins, or I don't even know if I have enough to get all the good players for the secondary, which that's just a secondary because those cards are so expensive. That's not even talking about a new quarterback, elite wide receiver, that sort of stuff. So obviously the prices are needing to be fixed. Hopefully we see that with the new content. It might not be till Halloween, which is unfortunate, but that's going to be a big drop, and we're going to see some plummets in prices. But the Michael Vick, in my opinion, hasn't really affected the market too much. Besides the 84 to 85s, which did get a significant drop, but that could also just be because it's the weekend, more people are pulling packs just generally. Michael Vick, I don't know what you guys think. I was expecting it to drop the market more, but I think it just didn't. I don't know what you guys think on that, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this state of the market video. If you want to see more like that, where I talk more about my sniping filters, and then go into my next video, I'll actually snipe with those filters or something along those lines. Let me know, because that's kind of what I'm thinking in my head, where I'm gonna talk about some sniping filters, and then my next video, when I do a half-hour video, that will be kind of what the filter I'll use in that video. That way, if you don't want to watch the whole half hour, you still get an idea of what's good sniping right now. The cheap elites are super easy. You've seen like 82 to 83s are so easy to snipe right now. You can make a killing off those, and you could do the same thing with 80 to 81s. I think 82 to 83 is a nice one to make a good profit on. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If I missed anything, definitely leave that down in the comments section down below. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. ChewbaccaLemma out.
Here to stay, so let me hear you say, chains off me, I know